Yep, game number 4 of 5. So
Select either the adult or junior questions here.
this is now the 4th attempt of doing.
Okay, you've chosen to answer the adult questions. There are 15 of them between you and $1 million. Let's get you up to the first milestone as quickly as possible. Here's the first question for $100.
Okay. What string has 2 neutral corners? Boxing, wedding, telephone, TV. That's a boxing ring.
Very good. Off the mark with the correct answer. Take a look at question 2. It's for $200.
What's the pungent plant root used to make a sharp-tasting sauce? Sheepshank, horseradish, dogma, cowpox. That's horseradish.
Well done. It's the correct answer. The next question is worth $300.
Try it now.
Here it comes.
Which word is not represented by the banking abbreviation ATM? Automatic, machine, money, teller. Automatic teller machine.
It's the correct answer. Okay, the next question is for $500. Take a look.
Which Australian singer had his first solo hit 1958 with the song Wild One? Slim Dusty, Johnny O'Keefe, Rolf Harris, Peter Allen.
Well done, you're right. You are one question away from your first milestone. Get this right, and you'll be guaranteed
a half century.
$1,000.
Starring Ricky Moon and Elizabeth Taylor's 1945 film National Velvet, Chiffon, Satin, Cotton. That's National Velvet. That's half century.
You're right. Great, you are guaranteed a check for $1,000, but I don't want you to give up just yet. Let's shake things up a bit now by introducing a few pictures into the questions. A brand new experience for this special Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You might as well play the next question. It's worth $2,000. Named after a Soviet politician was the crude incendiary grenade called the what cocktail? Trotsky, Stalin, Melenkov, Molotov.
That's a fault after a Vyacheslav Molotov.
You just won yourself $2,000. You're up to question 7. It's worth $4,000. You don't have to play, but here comes the question. Which of the following is also a bird of prey? Kite, glider, rocket, balloon.
That's a kite.
Correct. Very well done. The next question is worth $8,000, but you'll drop $3,000 if you get it wrong.
8,000.
Here it comes. This massive building was officially opened on January 1st, 2000 in which city? Berlin, London, Paris, Rome.
That'd be London, the Millennium Dome. The term posters would Ripley and Newell got that wrong. That's the Millennium Dome in London.
We're starting to play for some serious money now. This question is worth $16,000, but if you get it wrong, you'll lose $7,000. Here it comes. Sir Ernest Shackleton was famous for exploring which continent? Africa, South America, Australia, Antarctica.
Happy Antarctica, Ernest Shackleton.
No problems with that answer. It's correct. Okay, this is where you can guarantee yourself $32,000. Of course, if you get it wrong, you'll drop back to just $1,000. Take as long as you need. Here comes the question. When did this Australian Test captain retire from international cricket? 1992, 1994, 1996,
It'd be in 1994 that Alan Border retired from international cricket.
No
yeah, I think what it is Alan Border. I think probably the second greatest Australian, only behind, of course, Donald Bradman.
Fantastic. I can now write you out a check for $32,000 guaranteed. It's picture questions all the way now. You might as well have a go at question number 11. For $64,000, you've got nothing to lose, and here it comes. Holding a Grammy is which composer and prolific Oscar winner? Burt Bacharach, Danny Elfman, Henry Mancini, John
That'd be a John Williams. Yeah, this is actually a top-price question, the British version, actually. They want to know what was John Williams' role in George Lucas's film as composer. So, yeah, when I got that question, I was thinking for a bit of time. I was like, it's not John Williams on the far left and George Lucas on the far right.
This question is worth $125,000. There's no time limit. Here it comes. Which of these films did this American not direct?
Okay.
The Age of Innocence, Casino, Heat.
That'd be Heat, which was Michael Mann, not Martin Scorsese.
Fantastic. That's the correct answer. Right, you've done brilliantly so far. The next question is number 13 out of 15. It is worth $250,000. We're talking about some huge sums of money here, $250,000. So make sure you take your time and think carefully before you answer. The timber wolf seen here is also known as the what wolf? Black, brown, grey, red.
It's grey. Look at the mane. It's grey.
No problems with that answer. It's correct. Okay, you are now just 2 questions away from becoming a virtual millionaire. If you get this question wrong, you will drop all the way back to $32,000.
$500.
You're playing for serious amounts of money now, so be very, very careful. Here comes question number 14.
Okay, $500,000.
In February 2005, this elephant killed a zookeeper in which city? Berlin, Prague, Vienna.
The mysterious case of the Austrian elephant that killed a zookeeper.
That's the right answer, and it gets you up
we've got. Let's see, let's do it. Andrew Motion's out, Yellen's out, and PRJ. So 1 in 14 odds now. I'll say for this one,
congratulations. You have played a magnificent
Ronken
game
and
so
Becker,
far.
which would be physics. I'll go Ronken and Becker.
Just one more to win $1 million. I've got to remind you that if you get it wrong, you would drop a mammoth $468,000. Hardly bears thinking about that.
So I think it's going to be Ronken and Becker, which would be physics.
How many centimetres tall is Australian-born supermodel Megan Gale? 170, 175, 180, 185.
That's 180. Now this is the third day in a row Megan Gale showed. The third day in a row that Megan Gale showed up. It just so happens to be in the 4th game instead of the 6th and 8th games.
To go for I can tell you, it's the right answer. Congratulations, you are a virtual millionaire. You played a magnificent game and answered all 15 questions correctly. Well
John
done.
Carpenter, 221 in my 4th for the session, and yeah, we gotta address the wolf at that being Rolf fucking Harris finally showed up. Yes, Rolf fucking Harris showed up. The HX This is the 71st game I've done of this Williams Craft. 71st. I think it's like 17 I got Rolf Harris's option choice back then, but the fact that it took me almost a third of all the games to see Rolf Harris finally, yeah. So that being said, thanks for watching. Remember, I'm gonna perfect on 60, so if I get perfect game next, then overtime, because the no perfect provision is full effect, so. That being said, thanks for watching. Remember, there's gonna be one more game unless stuff happens.